I'm kinda in a weird situation with this game, and now I think it's my job to review games. So let's talk about Code of the Lamb because I have to take advantage of the hype that this game still has to get famous. Oh, Code of the Lamb is a town builder and roguelike made by Massive Monster. In the game, you are a lamb, and you have these guys that don't like you, so they kill you. But the one who waits is waiting for you. So he gives his crown, and now you have to create a code to free him. Before the game launched, I was very hyped to play, just because of this new concept. I was so hyped that I pre-bought the game just to gain this little reward. If you make a very flashy trailer with things that make my monkey brain go on, I'm in. So yeah, finally the day came and the game was out. I played and completed in around 2 to 4 days, and after that, I felt that something was missing. The main gimmick of this game is the crusades. They are composed of different types of levels with different types of things in it. You could get a fighting one, a healing one, or a resource one. This is an excellent gimmick. I really like it. It makes you go on different paths each game, which makes every playthrough unique.
Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
99% of the levels are composed of one small room. That's because they involve small bonus that you can get to help in your code or in your crusade. But even when enjoying this part, I didn't even feel the need to come back. In this game, you don't have a gigantic number of weapons or curses, you just get the basics, which is too little. After some time playing, every crusade feels almost the same. Yeah, you have some weapon variants, but the changes they made aren't that significant. If you compare to other roguelikes, this game has too little of an arsenal. Also, the mechanics for the combat are very shallow. Not in a bad way, but that could be improved. Not so much for me because I get confused when games have too much mechanics. And the enemies of this game also aren't a strong point because they are too little and they are very similar. But that doesn't prevent the game from having good boss fights. They are very good and difficult because I am a bot. Also, you got other small things in the game to help you throughout, like the tarot cards that give a small buff like in damage, loot or health, or a mini power up. You also have fleeces, each one provides a bonus, but also a downside. To balance things out, in addition to roguelike mode, you also have my favorite part of the game, the town simulator. And one thing really good in these two different parts is their connection, or more precisely, how well they merge together. It's very cool to have two different genres that merge together to create this magic experience. It basically works like this. You upgrade something in your base, you get a weapon or curses, or other things. And when you find or win something in your crusades like wood, rocks, bones, or other items, you can use that in your town to upgrade something. Making this connection helps to give a good experience to the player, especially when it isn't an afterthought. And making this makes these silly little games stand out in the ocean of games of this type or others. And that's one of the main points that made me fall in love with this game.
Stop the cap.
Other point is the art style. I didn't talk about it before, but this cute slash scary style fits really well within the game premise. This kinda cartoonish and 2D merged with 3D style is very appealing to my eye. Also, listening to some banger music while playing makes your eyes and ears explode in a good way, if there's any. Another thing that shows that is the amount of customization you have. You can customize the biggest things like your town to the smallest like your villager's appearance and name, which is pretty cool. Try to put your friends or famous people in the cult about whichever you want. And the customization doesn't stop there. The game lets you choose between two rituals, and the choice goes like this. You can choose between having numerous marriage or make your villagers fight to death. That can be bad if you like both, but it doesn't bother that much and makes you want to start another game just to see the difference and makes every cult a little bit unique. Also, the villagers' interaction are very good. Okay, I lied. They just ask you stupid nonsense from other world things. Seriously, who thought this to these little creatures that don't have any thought in their mind? When a game gives you an option to customize your gaming experience in the bigger portion of the game, you can show your personality and creativity, and that happens in games like Terraria or Minecraft. Your base is only yours, not something that the game obligates you to have. And that also happens in Cult of the Lamb. It's your villagers, your build, your decoration, and I really like it. You also got some things outside of your goals, and it's a small addition, but a good addition. My final thoughts are that the game is pretty cool, even with some problems. So you could buy it. Not a recommendation, but it's cool. Bye. Now, the biggest problem is that this video is already outdated because they released a new update. So this part of the video is dedicated to talking about the new update and comparing to see the improvements. First, I have to point that most of the new things are unlockable after you finish the main story. Yes, there are some things in the new update that you can unlock before, but that's not the main focus. They even emphasize that on their Steam page, that the update is focused on posts game, not the entire game. Also, they made some quality of life improvement, which there's nothing to complain about it. A big part of the updates and what gives its name it's the relics. In my words, relics are a magic power up that can vary to dealing damage or a bigger buff that you can use multiple times or not. It depends. They aren't the most creative gimmicks you will ever see, but they are super cool, so that's a big point. And for the things they fixed in this update, well, everything. Not actually. This video would be called Relics of the Old Faith Fixes Everything if I didn't take so long to finish the first part of this script. When I say that it fixes everything, I mean that I triple my playtime hours in a week just because of the update. Now you can unlock all the rules you haven't unlocked before because you could only choose one. And that removes a bit of the uniqueness you had, but that isn't really a problem. Second, you got a bunch of new tarot cards and fleeces to unlock, and some of them are incredible, and I would talk about them in this video if this video wasn't so long. On top of that, there are new follower forms to unlock, which is always welcome. Third, they added a new heavy attack, and with that, they also added a new enemy with a shield that can only be broke with a new attack. Fourth, there are new buildings added, and trust me, they are very useful. Playing the game without this just ramp ups the difficulty to 100. They save you so much space and work, And you don't have to worry if your villagers die or get hungry while in the crusade. Fifth, and I'm just finishing, they added the entire post game with new bits of war and a new character. And this is what we needed. Six and West, the secrets and interaction they added are so amazing.
Was that the bite of 87?
I'm not gonna talk about them because it enters in spoil territory, so take my word. So after all of this, you can assume that this is trash, completely garbage, right? No, it's quite the opposite. I don't know how you think about that. This update made me addicted to this game. And that's because they added new things to explore and discover, and new powers that made the game more fun and replayable. In summary, pretty fun game. I love to roll on that, and their Twitter account is funny, so